internet. There we go. That's what I like to do. I like to not put people's information on the internet. Okay. So there's our here's our border. Here's our thing. This is what our circle's gonna look like. The really annoying thing about this is that everything is growing at the same time. So the graphic was made and then they added that slight zoom to it, which means that when we make it, we're really not going to have that. Yeah. We're not going to have that full big zoom. It is going to be... Oh, here, let me do this. It's going to be instead a whole bunch of little zooms on everything. It's going to be a whole bunch of little zooms. So, let's make this semi-transparent. And then oh, that's interesting. Why is that like that? I don't have the other circle on there. I don't have any. Oh, I have keyframes. Well, that's interesting. I should not have keyframes on there. I did not keyframe that. Well, that is quite all right. No harm, no foul. I just have to pull the length out. Boop. Shorten that down. And here's the thing, if I bring it all the way out like that, no good. It's gotta be shortened. Gotta be shortened. Okay, we'll do this. That should be fine. And here's where we're gonna have our position and our length getting keyframed. Because you have to hydrate. That's why. No, so we're doing our position for a length and our position for our position. We're keyframing both of those because that's the only thing we really need at this point. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna come in to here. Boop. That's our last keyframe. We're gonna go length. Excuse me. And position. Actually, the position's gonna be all in as well. This is gonna need to be inward. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna have to be in like that. And then in terms of the length, yeah, that's all right. So woo, that follows. That is also not the kind of corner we want. Not the kind of corner we want at all. Oh, it's curved. It is curved. It is curved. We do not want a curved corner. We cannot have a curved corner here. That'll be a little detail for afterward, but you really do not want a curved corner. You want to stick with the style that the graphic is in. Yeah. So here's what we're looking at. That goes in, and wow. Ah, there we go. And so it's by this time that this should be joined. So we're going to bring this back, position that forward, bring that back. Boom. So there's our circle, which isn't perfect. Did not want to do that. I'm going to do this. Oh, it's still doing that. I am going to select you two. Actually, this one can be deleted. So this one and then nope, I don't want to do that. And then I need to add another point on for here so that it actually is staying curved. So we're going to do this. We're going to bring that down. Now, if I transform this over, it's not bad. This needs to come out a little bit though. And that will pass. So, boop, just like that. Super fun trick. You ever want to move something, make a modification to it, move it back, throw an extra transform on there and drag it. Easy peasy. Makes everything super, super, super fun. Okay, now let's do more keyframes. More keyframes. Gosh golly gee. I sure do. Why did I just open that? I sure do love keyframes. In we go. We're starting here. I think we can get rid of this and this. We should be fine. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna go, let's see, 66 to 197. So we've got like 120 frames. We'll go to like here. We're gonna grab the length and position. Boom. We're going to do that. We're going to bring this in just like that. So now we're closer to the goal. Then we're going to pull our position back again because we want this still there. We want this out. Bring this to here. Bring the length. Bring the position. Length and position. Length and position. Boom. Keep it going. Keep it going. So now what do we look like? Ooh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Yeah, this is literally all animation is just finding a point in between another 2 points and then adjusting that point so that it matches up with the other points you have. In this case, we might have to do this. Because that's bent. Oh, it's bending because it's a B-spline and not a polygon, which I really can't stand. Anyways. I might have to do something about that. I probably will. Anyways. We're going to go into here. We're going to pull the position back. Going to pull the length. Till it's like right there. Then in we go. Position. Length. So now when we look at it, what we're getting is a lot closer to what the actual effect would be for the circle. It's just lots of custom masks and you've got to shift them around, and it's something that for now is very, very custom, very, very particular. I don't know who the artist was who came up with the actual concept. And because it's not bad, but for the VFX, it's just super tedious. Let's continue. So, we are okay, I don't like that. There we go. It's better. Want to do this. I'll make some more adjustments. A lot of just micro adjustments here. Boom, and then position, length, position, length, position, length, position, well, in this case, there's not a ton you can do, and length. Then once this is in, this one's a big one. Position, and gotta really pull the length in. Position and length. Let's see. Yeah. This one's a huge one. Because of how fast it moves in and out. Yeah, I'm gonna need to move in like this. Length. Position, we're still good. Then position. Length, we're good. Length. Position. Position. Position in. And then length. And holy shit, that might be it. Let's see. Well, damn. That's it for the circle. And before it shrinks, of course. How could I forget that? On to the next one. So we have our triangle. We have our circle. Next up is the square. I don't think the square is difficult, is it? Ah, the square is going to be annoying. So the square is 4. Oh, damn. The square is... Oh, and then there's another circle. So the square is 4 different pieces. Look at that. I wonder what kind of expression I would end up with for making a Squid Game effect where the text and everything is all nice. I'm actually gonna merge this back in. And I'm going to smooth out this. I'm gonna smooth out that. Smooth out this. Smooth out that. Smooth out that. Smooth out that. Smooth, 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 smooth. I'll leave that there. Smooth, 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 smooth. You don't want to smooth out all your keyframes because you do want to keep some of the like original piece in there. So now when we look at this, right? So this is still going to look super similar. All I've done is make it a little bit more palatable to the eye. So now we're going to do the square, and then I think we'll do the other circles. And why am I falling asleep? It's only 7 o'clock. Let me grab a snack or something, maybe. I will be right back. Well, we are not going to do that. Instead, we're going to grab another chocolate bar, because everyone knows that when you need energy, chocolate is really the only thing you actually need. Now, where were we? Let's do some... Let's switch up the music, too. Oh, let's do jazz. I like jazz. I'll take that. Jazz hop. Sure. Right, we're gonna need another circle. You know, we'll do the circle first, because we already know how to do the circle. The circle, straightforward. Grab me another background. Do one of these. Put that in here. Put a transform on it. Oh boy. So that's gonna end from here. We're gonna grab the middle, 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 grab the middle. And there we go. And I'm actually gonna make a little selection here. Nope. Just like that, and we'll move these down like this. Here we go. Then this is gonna get moved all the way in to here. Boom. Unfortunately, it is also going to be curved. But what can you do? Here we go. Boop. Boop. Boom. 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 Here we go. So we are going to kind of ignore. It really is weird. Ignoring the guideline that this is kind of setting up for us because of how everything curves together. Yeah, you end up with a really weird circle. You end up with something really weird. I think it might work though. So, what we're gonna do is make sure that the world isn't ending here online. Okay, we're good. We're still good. Now we got to do the draw on. We got to pull everything up. Border width. Just like that. Gonna make sure that this is up to size, which we got that pretty perfect. And now we're going to use the selection tool. Just going to pull this out a little bit. There we go. We're good. What? Oh, no. Okay, we ended up with more keyframes. I don't know why it automatically is keyframing. I think it's because I'm actually looking at it at the same time, or I'm moving it along, and when I place new points, when it is also doing its thing, that's when we're getting the automatic keyframing. So let's see when it's moving. So we're going to add a keyframe here on our position and length. Length is coming down to 0. We want this like that. This we need to be not like that. I don't know why this is like this. Oh, never mind. I know why. It's because I have this set up as a draw. No, I don't want that. I just want that. Nope. Do I have? Am I selecting the wrong thing? Ah, here we go. That's what that's what I was doing. Boom. There we go. Better. So now we're good. This we're gonna move out. So we're going to move out. Do that. And then, where's the final point where this is in? We're going to set it as 194 here as full length. We're going to move the position up. And we're going to do this. I don't like that bend we're getting here. Very bad. So we're going to grab that. We're going to move it all down. There we go, and that's a little bit better now. There we go. So at least we have some kind of base for this. Some kind of functional base, at least. So where are we? Here we go. Move the position. Bring the length down. Go halfway, move up the position, bring down the length. Here we go. Same thing over here. Bring the position back, bring the length up this time. And we're going to do this one right here. Position. And length. Bring this up. Where's my length? Here it is. Just like that. Then we'll go here. And it's just the same thing that we did before. Move your position, move your length, move your position, move your length, move your position, move your length until everything is how it is supposed to be. Nothing else to it. And our spline editor is looking more chaotic by the moment, which is a good thing. Because if it doesn't look like chaos, are you really making anything cool? There we go. Bring that in like that. And this we're going to need some keyframes for. Because the position's going to need to come way back. And so will the length. There we go. If I wanted to, I could add keyframes onto everything and then make all the adjustments at the same time, so that the shape would be zooming with everything else, but that would be a little confusing overall. Yeah, I don't think I want that. So, we're not gonna do that. Not at all. My hair coming down. My hair doing a thing here. So we have the hat. There we go. Yeah, we don't want that either. Bring the length back. Jeez, man. There we go. So now, when pulled back, this will be relatively smooth. Bring the position up. Position. This time we'll just length. Boom. And we're good. This, let's see. There we go. And there's our circle. Boom. There's our other circle at least. So now I can move that down. I can make a copy of these. I'm gonna reset that. And now comes the other ones. Now comes the actual the square with its 4 pieces. And what shape are those pieces? Okay, at least they're fine. Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. I thought that maybe they were like trapezoids, like the sides were on an angles or something, and I was gonna go, oh, how am I gonna figure this out? But we should be fine. We just need... Oh, and we get to work with polygons this time. This is going to be good. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring all those over. And I'll merge that in. I'll actually put this right here so you guys can also see it. So I'm thinking we start on the left side. Or you know, we'll start on the top side. We'll slowly work our way down. Interesting, the way these are moving. Oh, look at that. It's already set a keyframe. This one also has... They all have keyframes. And I don't want them to. That's got to be... Hello, Menlo. That's got to be something new, is in automatically adding keyframes onto things that don't necessarily need keyframes right away. We are gonna do this. There's our first frame of movement. And here's our top. Let's add position and length here, just so that I know where everything is. So that's right on top, going all the way across. And it's just a straight line, which is so nice. Because I don't need to worry about any kind of curves. I don't need to worry about, oh, the corners aren't going to match up. See, this one's interesting as well, because it then goes whoop and it expands outwards. So I am 100% gonna have to change the keyframes on this. I hope the robot can polygon one day. I am cautiously optimistic. I really don't know if ChatGPT will be able to pull up its socks and do all the custom stuff like this. I would be surprised, pleasantly. I would be pleasantly surprised if it could. Let's bring our background up. We're gonna make this like this. Actually, there we go. Bring this in. Just like that. And bring this in as well. Stretch it out. It would be crazy. It would. If it can actually create things like this custom, then it'd certainly be a step in the right direction, because this isn't anything difficult. This is going to be some backgrounds, a whole bunch of masks, and then a couple transforms. That's what this effect is. It's not It's not any kind of node that is difficult to understand. It's more just if your brain can get the grasp of everything. If your brain can grasp it, well then, you can probably make it. So this has to go in, and then it has to expand outward. Which means that I'm literally going to be doing this. So from here, keyframe, and then 1 over keyframe, and then this is what this is going to be now. It's going to be, instead of that, it is going to be this. Oh, the music is still good. So it's gonna be this. Boom. And boom. So we go back. I'm gonna want the exact same positions and everything. Damn. Okay. Let's do this and find my keyframes for polygon 2. It's really impressive that you can do all this. It's really simple, is all it is. There's no... Oh, that's polyline. Polygon, There really is no, no secret to it. Polyline. No, don't do that. Come on. So that, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm gonna delete this keyframe. I'm gonna do this, then drag this into here. So we are literally going from now boop to boop. Brown it just changes like magic, because it's going, what's gonna happen, and I'll animate this right now, is, where's my position? So position and length. So position, you end up in here, right? Let's move that over a bit more. You end up all the way in here. So you're starting. Right, you're in. And then in the next frame, this is going to be moved over to here. Boom. And the only thing that really needs to happen is this needs to be scooted over a bit. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm going to do this, hit border width, and then expand slightly. And it's going to look like a 1 frame change. But really, I've completely changed the orientation. And what was that? So I've changed the orientation, and I've changed the length and the position. But it's not going to look like that at all. Go to the halfway point. Position. Length. Do this. Bring it in. And let's do this again. Bring the position back. Bring the length back. Oh, also we don't want the length all the way. Don't want the length starting all the way up. So that should be down here. A lot of just like tedious stuff. Lots and lots of tedious stuff. Boom. And then from here to here, again, more adjustments. Bring the length down. So you're keeping things relatively consistent. And then this just zooms all the way up at the end, so we gotta adjust both the position and the length. Like that. Keyframes. Keyframes are a mess. There's no hope for the keyframes. Don't even don't even bother with these. We'll go out and we'll smooth everything after, but for now, we're just gonna focus on this position. Move that back. Length, move it up. Position, move it in. Length, move it back. Move that in. And we're almost good. There we go. So now, you get that. You're gonna get. Yep. And then now comes the next part, which is growing this outward. So I need to find that end point, which seems to be about here. And we're going to push our length out and our position at the same time. We're going to go to there. Boom. And that's that. And then, of course, this is slowly expanding because the whole thing is expanding. And there's another piece. That is 1 of 4 for the square. All right. Now it's time for piece 2 of 4 for the square. There's 1. Maybe we'll start at the second being the bottom. Oh my god, this is gonna be. Look at that. Look at the subtlety right here. Drop shadow coming across. You're like, oh yeah, it's just normal. Nope, drop shadow. And then the shadow fades as the color turns. It's such a simple effect, but they put so much detail into it. It's like, man, come on. It's just, oh, it's gonna be so tedious. Or it is tedious. This doesn't even start getting animated until like the very end. Border width, boom, like that. This one I'll keep in at the sides because I already have it at the end. And I'm not gonna mess with the soft edge at all. Position and length, though, you better believe. You better believe, boy. Wah. So this is gonna go in, and we're just looking for the frame that it switches, which is right there. Boom. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. I don't know why it keeps disconnecting. We're gonna go. All the positions already down. Gonna go like that. Now comes the part where we need the keyframe. Boop, right there. Boom, right into here. Right in here. And this one. It's going to be right here still. Actually, no, this one will be right here. Because when I move this over, you'll see in just a moment. Use the other polyline. Do this. Boom. Why is that only partially tilted? That is not at all what we wanted. You know what? Oh, it's because I overlaid that one on top. I see. Why is that moved? No, I don't. Oh, I know why. That needed to stay down here. But it did not, so... Where did it end up? Ended up like over here. So we're just gonna make micro adjustments until it's more or less in the same spot. Which I'm pretty sure it's about to be. Boom. Yeah, there we go. So now I can delete that keyframe. Bring all this over. And boom, we're sideways. Boom. Just like that. Now it slides out. Where's the end point? Bring the length all the way up. And the position will be here. Position will now be right there, I think. There we go. Position is in. Now we just finished animating it, and we should be good. And there's our little reference on the side there. Yeah, so there we go. Super, super straightforward. Boom, find our spot in the middle. I really do need some coffee or something. I'm actually falling asleep here. Boom. And just like that. And then we got to move it into here. That needs to be moved in. We're going to go in between here as well. Bring this back. Bring this back. There we go. So all the little details. All the little details, that's what makes the difference. It's like when you go to a restaurant. When I was in Picton, which is like this little town 3-4 hours away from where I live, I was working at a restaurant there, and we had a reservation. 2 people. It was like some old ladies, and they wanted to come out for lunch. Unfortunately, one of them was sick. They couldn't come out for lunch, but they wanted to book the reservation for next week. And I said, yeah, of course you can do that. So they did. They booked the reservation for next week. I reserved a table for them. And Next week, when we arrive, I go, oh, it's this table who, you know, they were too sick to come by before. That's fine. That's whatever. It is what it is. No harm, no foul. Just missed out on a little bit of good food. And I remembered that that they were sick, and it came up in conversation. And the smiles on their faces when they were like, oh, he remembered. I could tell that was what made their day. They were like, oh, it was such a nice place. They remembered this and that and the other about us. That's really all it takes. Here we go. There's part number 3. And the hat is finally starting to itch. This is why I don't wear like toques anymore. Beanies, as they're called in the US. Because they make my head itchy. Make my head all itchy. So we're going crazy here for the rest of the stream. Do 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 do. Yeah. Oh wow, is the music that quiet? Let me bring the music up. There we go. All right, where's the third one? Oh, never mind. That was kind of loud. Okay. This third one is just in. Oh, that's interesting. And the whole thing moves, and then it goes out. I can still position that. I can still position that properly. Well, at least it's only moving in a certain pace, certain angle. Well, let's get started. Let's go in. We're going to go instead just to the top part. Boom, right in there. That's going to be a point. And then let me bring the border width up. Bring this down to here. And it'll be a point right here. And then I'll bring it in again, and we'll see what it turns into. Actually, you know what? I could just do this. Ooh, never mind. I can't do that. Never mind. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take that. I'm going to move it over here. Then I'm going to take this. And I'm going to pull it up and place it here. And this is going up sideways. Oh, that's actually really close. From here. Gotta come up to here. And this needs to come up a little bit. There we go. And that's kind of better set. Right there. So this can also come down. Alright, and now I can actually get rid of this keyframe, I think. Boop. Boom. Yeah, we can get rid of this one. So we're gonna do that. Actually, I could have just done, yeah, I could have just done that. Boom, and then boom. So now, that's gonna have to be in. We're gonna start 0, boom, boom. The actually, no, it'll be the positioning that we're changing for this. So the length is going to come down to here. Then this comes out to here. The length is going to be down, the position's going to be up. Then, same thing basically, but pull the length down. Oh, it must be 8 o'clock. Computer screen's getting warmer. Oh. Well, that does not bode well for my sleepiness. Oh, I'm sure we'll muddle through somehow. Boom, looks like just a 1 frame difference there. Bam. Then that's gonna come out to here. Length to 1. And now we focus on the somewhat tedious part, which is adding all the keyframes. So, I'm gonna go to the halfway point, bring the length down, go to another halfway point. I'm gonna bring both length and position down this time. Position's gonna go to there, length will be here. You're just moving the back. Here we go, position. Length, we can move right into there. And again, halfway point. Actually, this is looking fine. Yeah, until we make it to here. So there's another halfway point. There we go, move the position back. And position up again. And there we go. Position, we gotta move down. right. Position down again. Length, I think. Wow, that's actually really close. I'm gonna pull that down a little bit. There we go. Keeps the green a bit cleaner. How we doing in chat today? How's everyone doing? Here we go. That's over. Bring the length up just a tiny bit. Then boom, boom. And now this starts coming out, but we need to pull it way back right away. Position again. Bring length. There we go. Length. Again, in between position and length. Position, length, position, length, position, which is just about fine, and length. And then this obviously needs to get pulled way in. Pull that in, and yeah, that needs to be in because we don't want to be showing or hiding the pink. There we go. So there's 3. Then we just need the 4th. And then we will finally have our original shapes taken care of. After that, maybe we'll call it. Maybe we'll call it because you guys have seen essentially what the process is going to be. And then I'll show the final. So I think we'll do that. So here we go. There's one end. And when does the change take place? Right here. So we're going to go like that. Let's bring our border width up. We're going to move this up just a tad as well. I know this is further down, but it's also slowly moving out and zooming, which we do not want to be a part of. So we're going to need this. And then I can move this. Let's see. We'll start by just moving this up to here. And then, no, we don't want to connect that. And we're going to move this straight down. Ooh, okay. We're going to want this down here about. That's pretty close. We're gonna want that like right. Oh, we're so close. Just a little bit further up. That's it. That's it right there. And I'm gonna scoot it up just a tiny bit more. Just for insurance. Bam. So we have that. Boom. Now, let's grab our length and position. From here, they're going to be 0 and 1. And we're going to come up to this point. Bring our position all the way up. Dun, 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 dun. And then we're going to do this. Bring our position all the way down. And our length all the way down. And then when we go to the end here. And that's in. We're going to bring the length all the way up. Now we do our in-between points, which is like here, where we bring our position back. And then this one we bring the length down. Position we can't bring down anymore. Position now we bring up. We do this. Gonna bring the length down and the position up. The position actually doesn't really matter in this one because the other one's over top and there's going to be drop shadow. So just as long as it's behind. Then we're going to do this. Bring the length back and the position back. Length is up. Positions can still be back. Here we go. Length up. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. So this is what we want to avoid. You can see the position. We've got the brown over top of the pink. We do not want that. And then what we're going to be doing after this essentially is copying most of the polygon and spline assets, making green and pink versions of them, keeping most of the keyframes and then adding in some offsets. Probably just some like time speed stuff. Hopefully. And make those final adjustments. Then we finally get to see what it looks like, which I'm excited about. I'm really excited to see what all four of these look like together. that in. Bring this in. Bring this in. Bring this in. Bring this down. Because, geez. Oh, this should already be starting down. There we go. Almost there. And then in. And in it goes. All right, let's take a look. To see what it looks like. Or, you know, here, we'll do this. Because these should all be... Oh no, here's the merge. Oh no, here's the merge. Okay, here we go. So, here's the final product that we have so far with all of our splines here. This is what we're looking at as the base. Ooh. Let's put it side. Let's do a side by side. We still need the extra part for the triangle, but we can add that on after. Oh, and I'll make sure the reference is by itself. There we go. Do, 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 do. And let's do this. Put a pause on the music. Oh, why is the music not playing? Anyways, maybe if I do this. Does this have full frames, media pool, timeline? Eh. Oh wait, I think it would be. I guess not. Anyways, here's what we're looking at. Which, that is not bad to start off with. Yeah, then we have to do that and that and that and that. But I'm going to leave it here for the live tonight anyways, because it's just going to be more the same. So I will show after what the big end result looks like. Look at all this. Look at all this. An endless amount of keyframes. This is it's a mess. This is probably what Blender looks like. The animators in Blender. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be everything for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Hope you enjoyed. Hope maybe you learned something. Hope you got inspired to make something.